Tash, you ready to launch us?
I'm ready to go.
Best of luck to you, and your time starts now. On a standard Australian traffic light, what colour sits above the yellow light?
Red.
Correct. The name of the painting technique impasto is taken from what language?
Italian.
Italian. A white petal flower often associated with the Virgin Mary is the Madonna one. Lily. Which swimmer has won more Commonwealth Games gold than any other Australian?
Ian Thorpe.
Emma McKeon. The education acronym MCAT stands for the Medical College Admission what?
Pass.
Test. Raoul and Christine are two main characters of what Tony-winning musical?
Pass.
The Phantom of the Opera. A common phrase is the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is
Doing.
Doing.
Correct. Australia's ski season mostly falls in which meteorological season?
Winter.
Tough.
Correct. A hit single by Avicii and Nicky Romero was I Could Be the What?
One.
Correct. Australia's Stewart Highway runs through the Northern Territory and which state?
South Australia.
Correct. Also known as statues is the children's game Grandmother's What?
Oof.
Footsteps. A narrow passageway in the human wrist is commonly known as the carpal what?
Tunnel.
Octave, just outside the butt. Stick with me, good luck, and your time starts now. A common slang term for cosmetic surgery to reshape the nose is nose what?
Job.
Pass. Job. Which current Australian Cadbury chocolate bar has a name that means to increase?
Boost.
No. Boost. US student Maya Lin designed a much-visited memorial for which major war?
Vietnam.
2. Vietnam. A 1956 GE alarm clock was the first to incorporate what button?
Snooze.
Correct. The temporal bones are in which section of the human skeleton?
Skull.
Jaw. Skull. Known for roles in Road Trip and Charlie's Angels is Canadian comedian Tom who? Green. Which US president's surname also means a playing card that outranks others?
Ace. Joker.
Trump. What is the
Of
official
course.
language of all countries on
Bloody
the
hell.
Arabian Peninsula?
Arabic.
Middle
God
East.
almighty.
Arabic. Available to Australian businesses, FTC stands for fuel tax what?
Exemption.
Credit is what we needed. All right, Jeff. There are a couple in there that brought you unstuck. We made $2,000.
It's embarrassing that I didn't get the Trump thing.
Let's get a pass to Tracy. All right. 1 minute on the clock, $2,000 for every correct answer. Luke, you ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Your time starts now. An educational establishment that teaches young children is called a primary what?
School.
Correct. A Tale of Two Kitties is the subtitle of a film about which comic strip cat?
Pass.
Garfield. Comedian Fanny Bryce is the subject of which 60s stage musical?
Pass.
Funny Girl. The New York district south of Houston is better known by what abbreviation?
SH.
Soho. A common phrase meaning fairly soon is in the not too distant what?
Future.
Correct. Sandra Bullock was married to which star of reality TV show Monster Garage?
Pass.
Jesse James. What number is denoted by the bingo call Two Little Ducks?
22.
Correct. A common phrase meaning unharmed is to be in one what?
Peace.
Peace.
Correct. Wearing a dog suit, Aussie actor Jason Gann played which TV title character?
Wayne.
Wilfred. Australia's tallest building, the Q1 Tower, is in which state?
Queensland.
Correct. During which World War did Anthony Pratt create the board game that became Cluedo?
World War II.
Second, in Australia, NDIS stands for National Disability Insurance.
50% better, I guess, isn't it?
Okay, Luke, 10,000. Let's go. Your time starts now. Only 11 human babies are known to have been born on which continent?
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Correct. A mammal known for its ferocity, a raytail, is also called a honey what?
Badger.
Bear.
Badger. Re-released on its 40th anniversary was the Cold Chisel album Circus what?
Pass.
Animals. What 10-letter word for a tall, elegant person derives from the word statue?
Statuesque.
Statuesque.
Correct.
Yeah.
In baseball, which is the only fielding position that stands behind the batter?
Shortstop, long stop.
Correct. George Miller directed the Oscar-nominated film Lorenzo's what?
Oil.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which literary sisters wrote a work titled Poems by Curra, Ellis and Acton Bell?
Bronte.
Pass.
Bronte. The Bolognese dog is named after a city in what European country?
Italy. Bologna.
Bologna.
Italy. A Good Heart was an 80s hit for Irish singer Fergal who?
Sharky.
Sharky. What four-letter word for a type of factory also means a pepper grinder? Mill.
Plant.
$8,000.
Oh wow.
Luck, girls, your final chase starts now. Alliteratively, when danger has moved on, the coast is what?
Clear.
Cash. Clear.
Correct. Which Australian marsupial has fingerprints similar to humans?
Cash.
Koala.
Possum.
Koala. Tyler Acoma performs under the name Tyler the what?
Pass.
Hit. Pass.
Creator. Which very hot terrestrial planet has a volcano named Guillemons?
Tash. Pass.
Venus. Which Nordic country has the Olympic code FIN?
Hit.
Finland.
Finland.
Correct. On which continent did the ball game Highlight originate?
Hit.
North America.
The US.
Europe. Running on Empty is an 80s film starring River who?
Phoenix.
Hit. Phoenix.
Correct. Rabaul and Kokopo are towns in which Pacific country?
PNG.
Papua New Guinea.
Correct. A subspecies of large African primate is the mountain what?
Gorilla.
Tash. Gorilla.
Correct. What is the chemical symbol for the element copper?
CU.
Hit. Pass.
Cu. Aussie rough is a variety of what tropical fruit?
Pineapple.
Tash. Coconut.
Pineapple. One Love is a classic reggae song by Bob who?
Mali.
Mali.
Correct. In what Australian state is the village of Tilba Tilba?
Hit.
Mm.
New South Wales.
Correct. The Aphrodisia was an ancient Greek festival of which goddess?
Athena.
Aphrodite. Who plays the title role in the 60s film Sweet Charity?
Hit. Pass.
Shirley MacLaine. An adult polar bear typically has what colour nose?
Black.
Tash. Black.
Correct. Sudo Honke is Japan's oldest brewer of what product?
Hit.
Sake.
Sake.
Correct. The Alexander Stadium is in which English city?
London.
Tash. London.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Which hair colour most commonly precedes the word bombshell?
Blonde.
Hit. Blonde.
Correct.
Huh.
A 70s hit song for the Manhattans was Kiss and Say What?
Hit. Goodbye.
Correct. Tilly is a common diminutive of which girl's name?
Tash. Matilda.
Correct. The Sherman tank first entered 8K.
Service in World War II.
14 steps down here, and they're still smiling.
And still smiling, isn't that good? Yeah, 14 steps is a pretty good score for a team of two. You kept your rhythm up, so the ones you didn't like, you just put them aside and made the most of the ones you knew.
Yeah, we want a few pushbacks. Now, which Caribbean country has the Olympic code JAM?
Jamaica.
Correct. Associated with pirates is the punishment walking the what?
Plank.
Correct. Suncorp Stadium features a statue of rugby great John who?
Eels.
Pass.
Stop the clock. Suncorp Stadium features a statue of
Like
rugby
it might be
great
Lewis.
John who?
Either be Johnny Lewis or John Eels.
Do you? No.
I think.
I'm not the great.
Not that I know much about rugby.
Watcher. Yeah.
Anyway, they're both legends.
Pull the name. Pull the name. Pull the name out. John. I don't know. Williams.
Eels.
Yes.
John Eels is what we need. All right, Chaser needs 12, 1:46 on the clock. And your time restarts now. Mount Superbus is a peak on which continent?
Ooh, Europe.
Antarctica.
Stop the clock. Mount Superbus is a peak on which continent?
Never heard of it, but I'll stick with Europe.
Okay, that's I think Asia.
It could be Asia, could be in the Himalayas.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't sound like
Doesn't
it.
ring a bell for me.
I'll stick with Europe.
Okay, we're going to say Asia.
Australia.
Uh,
Australia. 1:42 on the clock. Chaser needs 12. Time restarts. Now, what 2008 Pixar feature film is about a robot?
Wally.
Correct. Cool Thing is a 90s song by rock band Sonic what?
Youth.
yeah.
Correct. Where on the body is a cummerbund? Typically what?
Waist.
Around the waist.
Correct. Arthur M. Schlesinger Jr. wrote the book 1000 what?
Ooh. Dreams.
Stop the clock.
Prayer.
Arthur M. Schlesinger Jr. wrote the book 1000 what?
Nights.
I don't know it. Miles.
Yeah. Take your pick.
1,000 miles. I say wishes. It could be miles. Good wishes. Miles.
1000 days. We've missed some good opportunities here.
Yeah, we have.
Chaser needs 9, 1:20 on the clock. And that clock restarts now. Box-to-box midfielders play in which football code?
Soccer.
Yeah.
Correct. In which Queensland city is the Nerang River catchment?
Gold Coast.
Brisbane.
Stop the clock. In which Queensland city is the Nerang River catchment?
Confident on Gold Coast.
Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Never heard of it before. I was thinking Cairns.
No.
Okay. We'll say Cairns.
You were talking around the Gold Coast there, and Gold Coast is what we need.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Chaser now needs 8.
I know.
1:08 on the clock,
Well, yeah.
and time restarts now. Oryza is a genus of plants that includes what common grain?
Wheat.
Stop the clock.
Yeah. Rice then.
Oryza is
Ah,
a
of course.
genus of plants
It sounds like
that
rice, doesn't
includes
it?
what common
Yeah, rice.
grain?
Rice. Yeah, I was going to say rice. Rice.
Say rice.
Yeah.
That is the right answer.
Oh.
Rice. All right.
Well, they're actually ahead.
Chaser needs 9. 1:03 on the clock. And your time restarts now. Brett Kavanaugh is an Associate Justice on which US court?
The Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Correct. In which country is the ski resort town of Verbier?
Switzerland.
Stop the clock. In which country is the ski resort town of Verbier?
Ski resorts in Switzerland have French names typically as well, even though. No. Stick with Switzerland.
Yeah, Canada.
Switzerland. Switzerland.
Had a feeling.
Chaser needs 8. 53 on the clock. And that clock restarts now. A chart-topping Australian band is Spacey Who?
Jane.
Correct. Kashrut is a set of dietary laws in which major religion?
Hinduism?
Stop the clock. Kashrut is a set of dietary laws in which major religion?
Doesn't sound Jewish, does it?
Buddhism. Yes, I was going to say that. Yeah. Buddhism.
Judaism.
There you go.
Chaser needs 7. 42 on the clock. And your
Everyone's heard
time
of,
restarts now.
everyone's heard
The
of kosher.
adjective molecular is derived from what now?
Molecule, yeah.
Correct. The deep ocean Hadal Zone is named after which Greek god?
Hades.
Correct. Which Tom Cruise film centres on a plot to kill Adolf Hitler?
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Correct. The main logo for the NBA is blue, red and what colour?
White.
Right.
Correct. A late 80s hit by the Rolling Stones was mixed what?
Feelings?
Emotions.
Correct. Officer Big Mac was a mascot for what fast food franchise?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Correct. What form of transport is Germany's inner city express?
Train.
A train.
Correct. Wow. Actually very close. And we had some really good pushback opportunities that we missed. Unfortunately, interesting game.
Wow, didn't I make that interesting for all of us? Left the door wide open. Sorry you couldn't make the most of it. You played the game really well.